Good evening. My name is Dr. Jamea Sale, and I have the pleasure of introducing you to the Institute for Healthy Singing and Voice Research, an educational outreach of the William Baker Choral Foundation, located in Roland Park, Kansas. Established in January 2015, the Institute for Healthy Singing was committed to presenting instruction, printed materials, webinars, clinics, and workshops to professional and avocational voice users of all walks of life, from the young child to senior adults. Dr. Jamea Sale was appointed director of the Institute in September 2018. The organization was renamed the Institute for Healthy Singing and Voice Research in 2022, and under Jamea's leadership, the IHS expanded to include peer-reviewed voice-related research. The fellows of the IHS and VR, now numbering 11, are teachers, clinicians, and researchers. Each is highly trained in their specialties, having earned degrees from the University of Kansas, Northwestern, Rice, the Royal Academy of Music in London, the Boston Conservatory, Millikan, and the Voice Care Network. In early 2022, the IHS and VR learned of a special need for our services from Mr. Greg Wext. Music literacy was newly required for a high school diploma by the Kenyan government. While music was a rich part of the Kenyan school experience, skills like music reading had not been a regular part of the Kenyan education system for decades. Naturally, teachers were intimidated by the requirement, and resources were needed. We soon began discussions with Father Anthony Kiplagat and the head teachers of two Kapkamich schools, St. Anne's Girls' School and the Primary Secondary School. By the fall of 2022, discussions centered around the desperate need for music instruments and teaching materials. For example, the Kapkamich Primary Secondary School owned only a small bundle of student workbooks and one soprano recorder for their population of about 800 students. St. Anne's had no materials. The IHS and VR initiated a music instrument drive, collecting a variety of band and classroom materials, the first shipment of which left the U.S. in December of 22, with help from Greg Wext and Ruth Shukman Dakotas. Three fellows, Dr. Sale, Christine Freeman, and Niccole Williams, accepted the call to travel to Kapkamich to make a further assessment of school needs and began a music education outreach. Funding for the travel was graciously provided by Greg Wext, who arranged the trip and accompanied us. We became known as the 2023 Kenya Crew. During our time in Kenya, our team began the work of teaching basic music literacy skills like solfege, note, and rhythm reading to the teachers and children of both schools. Each one of us on the Kenya team were highly impacted by our time in Kenya, and we feel the connections with our new friends as strongly today as when we arrived there. Our work goes on as we continue seeking music resources for the schools and funding to return to the area. Feedback from the students and teachers in Kapkamich has been wildly positive, with the exception that we did not yet have arrangements to return to our work.
There's a better home awaiting if we try, Lord, if we try. I was born down in the valley. I was born down to the